my world-class governors. It's not only a joy, but perhaps the most significant moment of my life to be with you here this evening as we prepare together to take on the leadership of our great organization. There are certain moments in one's life that are so pivotal, so transformative, that they become temporal milestones by which all our subsequent experiences are measured. When we look back at the events that form our lives, we divide them into before and after. We can point at one moment and say, that is when everything changed. I believe that for all of us here tonight, this is the moment. Outside, the world carries on. Our homes, our businesses, our families, our clubs. But right here in San Diego, our worlds are shifting. Our vision is sharpening. Our understanding, our ambition, our drive, all of these are expanding. During this week, you and I will begin to understand the breadth and the width of this organization and the complexities and the complications that surround it. Perhaps in the past, we may even have spoken about things which we saw as being wrong with Rotary. Now, we have both the privilege and the awesome responsibility of trying to make these things right. Yet, as our horizons stretch out before us, we know that they are not without limit. For we have but 1 year to lead, 366 days and 1 leap second extra. Each one of them is numbered, without price, and never to return. When we know that our time is limited, it becomes so much more precious. The drive to achieve, to create, leave behind something that says, I was here, I mattered, it becomes so much stronger. And that is why so many see their year in Rotary office as a chance of a lifetime to make their mark. But what I say to you is, if you really want to make a difference, then use your year, not so much to make your mark on Rotary, but to bring the work of Rotary forward, to make its mark on the world. We are all mortal. Our time on this earth is finite. And yet we forget. We spend our days, as the poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote, in stringing and unstringing our guitars, while the song we came to sing remains unsung. What will it take for us to see every hour, every day, every year that we have been given as a gift, one that is precious, one that is fleeting, and one that is irreplaceable? From the moment we are born, we receive gifts. The first gift is life itself. And then we receive gifts of love, of caring, and the nurture of our families, of education, of health, of every talent and ability that we learn and acquire. As we move through our lives, our parents, our friends, our spouses, and our children, our livelihoods, and our material wealth, all these are gifts to us. Sometimes a gift is so tremendous that we are overwhelmed with gratitude, as I felt a few months ago when we were blessed with our first grandchild, and as I feel tonight as I stand here before you. I know what you are thinking now. You're thinking how many gifts all of you have to be grateful for. And I ask myself, and I ask you, what do we do in return? Will we come to the end of our lives and realize that we have wasted our gifts, achieving nothing that will outlive us? Or will we look back and know that when we pass from this world, the good that we have done will remain? We have only one chance at our lives, and we will have only one chance at the 2015-2016 Rotary year. The time is so short, and there is so much to be done. Our first challenge, our greatest challenge is, of course, the eradication of polio. When we made the promise to eradicate polio more than a quarter of a century ago, we had 125 endemic countries. More than 1,000 children were being paralyzed every single day. Today, we have 3 countries that are endemic, and in the whole of last year, we had only 350-odd cases of polio. Almost all of them were in one country, Pakistan. There, our fight is not only against the polio virus, our fight is also against the forces of ignorance, brutality, and oppression. Our challenges lie not only in getting the vaccine into the mouths of the children, but in getting the health workers safely past those who want to kill them. The government and the people of Pakistan are striving, along with Rotary, to reach a polio-free future, while the Taliban on motorcycles shoot the women who are on their way to immunize babies, and now have resorted even killing innocent children in their classrooms. No one could have envisioned 25 years ago that it would come to this. But the work of 25 years, the faith and the dedication and the trust of millions will not be brought low by so lowly an opponent. We will battle on. We will prevail. Because a future without polio is a gift that we have promised to the children of the world. And indeed, it is a gift that we will give. We know that Rotary has tremendous potential. But we also know that in so many clubs and districts, the reality of Rotary is not the way it ought to be. I believe that we have to find a way to bring back the fundamentals that built this organization. The emphasis on high ethical standards in all aspects of our lives, and the classification system that encourages a diversity of expertise in each club. Too often, these ideas are viewed as little more than inconvenient obstacles to increasing our membership rolls. but they have been essential to Rotary's success, and we ignore them at our own peril. When you have a club formed of people whose honesty is unimpeachable and whose breadth of expertise allows them to do anything they set their mind to, then you have the club, which is truly a gift. But we are all too aware that we cannot talk about Rotary today the way we did a century ago and still expect it to grow. We live in a new reality now. The new focus on branding is indeed necessary. We need to reposition our image, which we recognize has faded in many parts of the world. And sometimes there is a disconnect between how we as leaders see Rotary and how the Rotarians in our clubs see it. We want to raise more money for our foundation, to do even more good. But we know that if we ask too insistently or for too much, we will drive away members. We want to attract younger members, but we do not want to alienate the older members who now form our backbone, or lose sight of the recently retired who still have so much to give us. We want to encourage clubs to participate in activities beyond the club level, at district level, to become more involved in the network of Rotary. But we do not want membership to become a burden that demands too much in the way of time and resources. These are no easy answers to any of these questions. And yet, somehow, these answers must be found, and we are the ones who must find them. You are the eyes and ears of the Rotary world. You know what your clubs need and what they have to offer. You are the ones who can bring together what Rotary is and what it could be, and help us to chart a course forward together. I will ask all of you to give a great deal in the days and months ahead. I will ask you to give your faith. I will ask you to give your dedication. I will ask you to give your commitment and your compassion. I will ask you for all of these gifts, and I will ask you for more, even more than that. For I will ask you not merely to give these gifts, but to be a gift yourself. We in Rotary aspire to great deeds. We look up to and admire the towering figures of history. They gave us such great gifts to humanity. Abraham Lincoln, who gave the gift of human dignity to so many. Mother Teresa, who gave the gift of compassion to the forgotten. Mahatma Gandhi, who gave the gift of peaceful change to the oppressed. All of them gave their lives to others, and their very lives became a gift to the world. We know that we are not like them, and we do not aspire to live the lives that they led, but we can be inspired by their example. We can be inspired to say, how can I, in the life that I live, without neglecting the responsibilities that are so dear to me, how can I too become a gift to the world? We can and we will. For my friends, this will be the challenge that we will embrace together. It will be what I ask of you. It will be the theme that will guide us. Be a gift to the world. In Rotary, we give of our resources, but more importantly, we give of ourselves, because there is such a difference between a handout and an outstretched hand, especially when that outstretched hand is warmed by a caring heart. As children, we understood that the simplest gift, crafted with care and love, was more precious than the most lavish gift given without thought. And here in San Diego, we understand that our service is only of value when it carries each of us with it. And that is why, encouraged as I am, I ask you, I implore you to be a gift to the world. And we all have a choice, whether to keep our gifts to ourselves or to use them to be a gift to the world. And I say to you, use your gifts. Use them thoughtfully. Use them wisely. Use them generously. Use them so that the girls who now sit at home will walk proudly next year to school. Use them so that the fields that are now barren for want of irrigation will grow next spring, green with agriculture. Use them to break the cycle of poverty, lift up the destitute, and give the gift of hope to all those who live in the margins of society. All of you have been given so many gifts, and now you have been given this great gift of 1 year to take all of your talents, all of your gifts, everything that you are and can become, and be a gift to the world. You have 1 year to take that potential and turn it into reality. You have 1 year to lead the clubs of your district and transform the lives of others. You have 1 year to build monuments that will endure forever, carved not in granite or marble, but in the lives and hearts of generations to come. This is our time. It will not come again. Let us grasp it. Let us be a gift to the world. Thank you.